Dear learners, greetings of the day and welcome. In this video, we shall be learning about principles of organizing. Let's begin by understanding what is organizing or what is the word organization. And from this video, you shall be able to understand and learn about the principles of organizing of management. The word organization is used and understood widely in our daily lives. The organizing function is important in managerial is one of the important function in management and it is the primary mechanism with which managers execute the plans. Before we begin with what exactly principles of organization are, organizing is the function of gathering resources, establishing orderly uses for such resources, and structuring tasks to fulfill organizational goals. When these principles are well organized, all the work is done efficiently, and making sure all the resources are used in the most effectively manner is one of the most important things for success of any organization. Now let's continue and understand by understanding the first principle of organizing, and that is principle of scalar chain. It is also known as clear unbroken line of authority. Scalar chain is the chain of command or authority which flows from top to bottom. It points out the scalar principle or the chain of organizing command. The line of authority flows from the highest executive to the lowest managerial level, and the chain of command should not be broken. With the chain of authority that is available, the wastage of resources is minimized, communication is very effective, and any overlapping or duplication of work is avoided, and it is required for any organization to complete the organizational goals. Now let's understand the second principle. It is principle of unity of command. Each person in organization should report to only one boss, and unity of command helps each person to know whom he has to report or who reports to him or her. This process eliminates any kind of confusion that can result when one person has to report to more than one superior. Unity of command also helps in effective combination of resources, that is physical and financial resources, which helps in easy coordination and therefore making it an effective organization. Our next principle is principle of functional definition. In simple words, this principle brings two powerful nouns, that is authority and responsibility, together. Authority means the power or the right to give orders, to make decisions, to achieve the organizational objectives. And authority follows top-down hierarchy. Whereas the word responsibility means the state or the fact of being accountable. Responsibility and authority of each supervisor should be established clearly in writing so that it is understood by everyone, and the higher managers are responsible for the acts of the subordinates. It is very important to understand the essence of this authority and responsibility and take it sincerely and follow it for better organizational goals. Moving to the next principle, we have principle of specialization. It is also known as work specialization or division of labor. Precise division of work facilitates specialization. Every person should be assigned a single function wherever possible. And this rule applies not only to individuals but also to the departments. Work specialization is the degree to which organizational tasks are divided into separate jobs and each employee is trained to perform specific tasks related to the specialized function. However, each area must have specialization and must be interrelated to the total system so that coordination between all the activities and all the departments are carried successfully. And next principle is principle of span of control or supervision or also management. Now it is very simple to understand. No superior at a higher level. We all know and are aware by now that there are 3 different levels in management, and no superior at a higher level should have more than 6 immediate subordinates. The span of control could be narrow, where there are few individuals who report to the same manager, or it can be wide, where many individuals report to one manager. But it is very well understood, and as per research, that one brain can control 3 to maximum 6 brains at the immediate need. And hence, it is important to maintain the span of control. There are 2 types. There is wide span of control and narrow span of control. Now, what are the pros and cons that are mentioned here? Wide span of control, it is less overhead cost for supervision because it is number of people together who are supervised. It is a prompt response from the employees. There is better communication, better supervision, and better coordination. It is suitable for the repetitive jobs. Whereas in narrow span of control, it is a very tight control, specifically for examples like handicraft or ivory work that has to be done. It requires control, or it requires that supervision, thorough supervision, so that the products are effective and of good quality. Coordination is little difficult to be achieved. Communication gaps can be generated because of the tight control. Message can be distorted or that is misunderstood. However, specialization work can certainly be achieved with this because it is a tight span or the narrow span of control, very few people being paid attention to. And last but not the least, definitely very important for any organization to run successfully, it is the organization should be simple and flexible. It means that it should be simple because it is easier to manage, and it should be flexible because it can quickly adapt to the changing conditions. It should be such that it can easily be expanded or reduced as per the time demands. Furthermore, simplicity in the work would definitely make communication easier, fast, and accurate, which is required for any successful organization. And I would like to certainly mention or give example of coronavirus. This pandemic has completely changed of the things that used to work previously. And today, most of the organizations or who had followed this flexibility and whose communication is very effective are still standing strong. And hence it is very important and can be understood from the current situation that flexibility is a very important part of any organization to be successful. Before we conclude the session, let's take a look at this video which explains how important is organization. These are the references. Thank you. I request students of AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology to click on the link given in the description below to take the quiz on principles of organizing. Thank you. Happy learning.